Hey guys, in this video we are going to be deriving the kinetic energy equation from the work equation that we've learned from physics. And to begin with, we know that work is equivalent to a force times a displacement. And in addition to that, we know that force is equivalent to some mass times an acceleration. And what we know as we take differentials is that dW, the change in the work, as we get to very small areas or volumes, is equivalent to F times dx. And if we now substitute in the definition of force, what we find is that this is really equivalent to mass times acceleration times dx. X is a distance. And what we know about acceleration is that acceleration is really equivalent to the change in the velocity over time, dv dt. So if I take this term here and I plug this in here, what we're going to find is that this is really equivalent to mass times dv dt times dx. And what we can do with derivatives is change these two terms. So if we swap these, what we get is mass times dx dt times dv, and by definition the change in the displacement per time is equivalent to velocity, which is a function of time. So this term here is really equivalent to mass times velocity times dv. And to reiterate what we have here, we have that dw, work, is equivalent to mass times velocity times dv. If we integrate both sides of this equation, we'll make note of how mass is not some function of velocity. And what we're going to ultimately find here is that work is equivalent to mass times 1/2 times v squared integral from v1 to v2. Should put the lower and upper bounds in my integral right here. Is equivalent to this form, which is equal to 1/2 m times v2 squared minus v1 squared. And so this equation right here is what we'll commonly denote as kinetic energy. Energy and work are very related, and what we will also do here is just make note of intuitively what is this telling us. The energy to change the velocity of a mass is equivalent to the kinetic energy. I'll try to write a little bit better. Kinetic energy. Okay, and so I hope this video helps. You might get tested on this. Let me know if you have any questions, and thanks for watching.